Okay, hello everyone. So this is bioenergetic profiling. So this is what I do normally with my patients, clients who come to me, and then I will use the Healy to do the profile, and then after that interpret and have the conversation with them. Okay, so Healy and McHealy, they are not medical devices. So what happens is that all we are doing is to use the device to search for the disharmony in the body, all right, in the energetic field. So where the disharmony is, based on the percentage, it will tell us the extent to which the disharmony has taken place. So if the disharmony is significant, naturally it will progress to some body reaction. Okay, so some symptoms. Okay, now I hope you're Healy users. Yeah, whether you are new or not, it does not matter. So you are here so that you can learn. So now let's say your bioenergetic field, the numbers in Healy when it's 50%, this is ideal. So we always talk about harmony and we talk about balance because this is the balance point, okay? So there is a healthy range that we can accept, and that healthy range is between plus minus 10. So it will be between 40 and 60. This range here is acceptable because I've scanned over 600 people by now, and based on the percentages, as long as their percentages stay within this range, it's quite okay, it's good. But when it goes beyond 60%, sometimes as early as 57%, so from 60% onwards, you will see symptoms. All right, you will start to see symptoms. Okay, yeah, appearing, and the symptoms will be more consistent, then it will really get your attention. Okay, but other times between 57, 58, 59, the symptoms will come and go. For example, you may have it, and then after that, you will disappear, and then 2-3 weeks later or a few months later, the symptoms will appear again. So you may actually ignore and just brush it off. But usually when it reaches 60, the higher the percentage, 70, 80, 90. So this will be more disharmonized. So the more disharmonized it is, it will correspond to more serious or severe symptoms, okay, appearing. Now, what about lower percentage here? When it goes lower over here, this part here means that the energy, okay, reaching the organs and body parts has dropped. Okay, so this one is low energy. So if I equate this to your mobile phone, let's say this is your mobile phone, right? Okay, over here, this is your battery level. Okay, and then this part here is your phone, the actual hardware, right? Which is equivalent to your organs and all that. So if it is 60% or higher, it is because of the hardware. Okay, either the screen is not functioning, or when you use the program, it starts to hang, it starts to freeze and all that. Okay, that will be percentages 60 and above. It's the hardware, it's the organs that is starting to show problems. Okay, now if it's below 40% and below is the battery level. Okay, so if the phone battery is 10%, 20%, it is slowed down. It slows down because it is not having enough battery. All right, but there's nothing wrong with the phone. It's the battery. So once you charge the battery, you'll find that your phone is happening good again. All right, so everything is back to normal. So that is how I take reference, okay, from all the different percentages. Okay, so here, what we'll do here, this is a female only 28 years old. So over here, you will see power of 3. So this is the first one, top one. This is the number 2, energy cycle. Then number 3, fitness. Number 4, learning. And then number 5, stimulation. Okay, stimulation. Okay, so first is take a glance and then find out whether things are repetitive. Okay, are there things that are repetitive, and then see what is going on here. Okay, so the first one, rebalance. Rebalance here is emotions, conflict. Okay, Vata, Pitta, let me check. Power of 3, I always forget this. Vata and Pitta. Okay, Vata, body constitution. This one is related to movement. Okay, so movement, Vata here is related to skin, ears, nerves, lungs, sex organs, your legs, muscle, kidney, bladder, colon, a lot. Okay, Pitta here, what is it for? Your digestive system, digestive. Okay, this one is your mind. Okay, emotions. Yeah, okay, that's the two main thing. Zapper here, this is for parasitic infection. This is for the good gut bacteria. Okay, so this is the top one. The top one is always the most important one. In terms of the percentages, it's quite good. 56 is all within the normal range. But okay, this one here, all within the normal range. So here is also within the normal range. Only the weight is 39 here. Okay, learning here. Okay, sorry, I shifted. Okay, shifted something, the box. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So the bacteria friendly flora here is also for the gut-brain axis. It is also appearing when there is depression, emotions. Okay, all this. So all these will be appearing. Okay, rebalance here is when there is a crisis, emotional crisis, when it's a big thing. Either it is a relationship. Okay, at 28, what could be happening? Okay, maybe it's a relationship breakup. Okay, or a job retrenchment. Okay, so certain crisis, whether it's now or previously when it happens. So this may not be a current crisis, it may be some time ago, and therefore the percentage has come down. So this is rebalance. Okay. Yeah. Then I will look at this energy overflow, regeneration. And then you see energy deficiency. So this person here, these three shows that the energy in the body is chaotic, up and down, very chaotic. All right. So there are times when the energy would go overflowing, and then there are times when the energy will go deficient. So this person's energy is chaotic. All right. And then these two here, 5G and cell phone both appearing. Okay, Wi-Fi. Okay, either they're using too much gadget. So gadget, are they using too much gadget? Okay, then after that, I will look, before I make connections, I will just go down the list first. Okay, then performance, stamina. This is all still within the healthy range. So in terms of physical health, it's not so much of an issue here. Stamina, circulation, muscle weight. Okay. I don't know whether this person is sluggish. So I would question like lifestyle. What is the lifestyle of this person? I'm doing it live, meaning that I just got this and I'm analyzing real time with you so that when you look at your report, this is the whole entire procedure that you go through. Okay, so there are two ways when is lifestyle fitness comes out like that. One is the person exercise a lot, and the other one is the opposite. That means they are sluggish in their lifestyle, and therefore all these showing up, so that is to promote all the circulation and muscle movement. Okay, so meaning that there are two possibilities. Either their job requires them to sit stationary for a long time, or they are over exercising too much. Okay, yeah, so therefore this is appearing. But based on this, I tend to think this could be the issue here. Yeah, a bit on the sluggish side because the energy is also chaotic. Okay, then learning here, learning 28 should be working now. Okay, so you see stress, exams. Okay, now what comes after under exams? If this person is 28 years old, so 28 years old, this person is working. So exam means that it is something that is performance-based. Okay, that means if they do sales, there is a certain target. So if they do something, all right, they have something which is measurable that they have to achieve. All right, so therefore they are under stress. Now, sometimes they are on course or they are undergoing training to take certain certification, and therefore exam, learning, all this will appear. Okay, so there is some kind of stress here. Okay, yeah. So learning acute means currently their mind is under stress. So their mind is going through a lot of stress and activity over here. Okay. Learning, all this will also come out if they have emotions. Okay, so this will bring up, this one learning is actually brain activity. So it could be also their emotions as well. The cortisol level is too high, or the dopamine, serotonin is too low. Yeah, so when stress goes up, then your dopamine, your serotonin, okay, these two are your happy hormones, will drop. Okay, stress high means the other one goes down. Okay, so yeah, so there is a lot of activity taking place in the head. Then after that, what do we look for? We look for stimulation, right? So stimulation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is anxiety here. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Here is depression. Okay, this is chronic pain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is headache. 1, 2, 3. This is mouth, head. Okay, so this person here do have some anxiety, which is actually related to all the mind activity. So this person is having a lot of anxiety. So you have an anxious mind over here. Okay, I requested from the person actually the emotions profile. Okay, so but this person does not give me the emotions profile. So that's all I can read from here, what I gather from here. Okay, for this female 28, going through certain crisis and looking to get out of the crisis. Okay, rebalance. Rebalance here is to help you get out of a crisis. So it's in the process. Okay, so what do I see here? Okay, I don't know whether the person who contributed is here. All right, so if the person who contributed this profile is here, you can unmute your mic and then respond as well. Okay, so from here, what I see is this female 28 over here. If it's a normal working under the learning and all these things, power of 3, all this will not be, rebalance will not be on top lah. Yeah, so my suspicion, how I would, because I do not know this person. Okay, all I get is this set of information that is sent to me and I have nothing else. Okay, so okay, here, when the person have all these digestive parasite, when the friendly flora appear, digestive system, I will actually look at this from emotional perspective. Okay, why do I look at the emotional perspective rather than the physical perspective? Because of the percentages. The percentages are all within the normal range. So therefore, this person physically at 28 years old, the organs are still okay. Yeah. Okay, so therefore the issues that came about, that means the agitation of the energetic field is because of emotions, okay, negative emotions. Now, digestive system usually means that the person cannot digest issues in life, okay? So indigestion, they cannot process. So they cannot process. So, or in other words, they are stuck somewhere. Okay, when they're stuck somewhere. All right. So that is where you have digestive, and then you have the mind. Okay, kidney, bladder, colon, all these are mixtures of emotions. Okay, kidney, fear, colon, these are all the ways, right? So if it's coupled with, let's say, a sluggish bowel movement, a constipation, means that this person is really holding back and not refuse to let go. Okay, so you need to let go and you need to move on. Okay, so this one is dare not move forward. Okay, so it's cannot process, cannot understand why do this happens and all that. So there is a lot of mind activity. Okay, so a person with digestive issue, actually it works both ways. Okay, so when you are anxious, it will cause the person to have digestive issue. If the person keep having digestive issue, it will also produce emotions of anxiety, panic. Okay, panic behavior, panic attack, all this, all right? But this could be sometime already. That means it's not acute. Okay, now, if it's acute, I would see 60%. Okay, now, so this person This one can either be long-term or before, past, underlying. So this could be an underlying issue, may not have fully got out of it. That means it is not acute or intense in terms of the emotions right now. Okay, but there is an underlying past where the person have anxiety, panic attack, and all those issues that I mentioned up there. Okay, so this is an underlying thing. Haven't really got out of it, but is trying to get out of it. Okay, not because the rebalance here is to get out of a difficult situation. Okay, so this power of three, the history of power of three is it was given to us, it was made available during the COVID. Okay, so during the COVID was lots of loss of jobs, very severe grief that people gone through, and then there was lots of bankruptcy, okay, financial stresses during the COVID, the start of the COVID season. So that was how the company actually developed the rebalance program. Okay, now, so the rebalance actually have a few. One is conflict balance, and then it has the defense support. Then it has the friendly flora. And then finally the rebalance. Okay, so this is the rebalance, the full set consists of these 4 programs. All right, is to help people get out of a difficult situation. Okay, so so unless I have an interview with the person or with the person who give me the case, all right, unless the person is willing to change your name and then provide information. So usually with the clients, I will then have a proper conversation, like what is going on. Based on this is what I gather from here. All right. Yeah, so the friendly flora here is anti-depression. Okay, the rebalance here is to give clarity of mind, okay, motivation for action, is to make you take action. All right, okay, then yeah, so if the person, okay, then comes the mind full of thoughts. Okay, so that is where you have all the learning under stress to perform. So probably recovered enough to get to work, but as the work pressure piled up on this person, performance, expectations, and then keeping up with your peers, competitions, and all that, so is struggling. Okay, so struggle with juggling work demands, okay, and a bit of the underlying emotional past history. Okay, so this is like a situation where get well enough to function, to go to work, but as the stresses come in, this person could be crumbling a bit, okay, undergoing some stress. So that's why it's like reaching 60 but haven't yet. So they can still take the stress, okay. I won't be too panicky yet to take the person out from work. Okay, so it's still managing, okay, the stress level, okay, but could be unhappy, yeah, because of the dopamine. You can see both, both happening. If sometimes when you scan, you get all the acute, means that it is here and now, that is situational based and they're dealing with it. If I see a lot of system is more long term. Okay, that means it's the underlying, there is a certain history of that stress before. So it's two things happening at the same time. So there is an underlying stress before, the historical baggage, plus add on to the current. So that's why you see learning got acute and system. So two things is working on that. Okay, so you have system, and then you have acute. Acute means here and now, current. Okay, then here system is the underlying or the history. Okay, it's still there. So there are two forces acting over here. Okay, all right, so the brain is active and stressed. Okay, so it is still a roller coaster. Okay, what this person going through is a roller coaster of emotions. So you have good days and you have bad days. Okay, it's swinging. Yeah, because you look at the energy, up, down, up, down, up, down. And then sometimes when people are depressed, they have a lot of screen time. Okay, so this is when they zone out, a lot of screen time. So you can see the cell phone. Okay, 5G, that's one possibility. Yeah. Okay, trying to balance all that. Yeah, over here. Okay. And if the person is going out to exercise to let off the stress, okay, so 6. Okay, now the exercise or fitness. Okay, if the person is doing it, this is good, okay, because this is actually letting go some of the physical stress, okay, so that you get more adrenaline if you exercise, and then this will give you more motivation. Okay, but if this is suggested, if fitness is suggested because the person is sluggish, that means just lie on the bed or sofa all day and just zone out like this, then it is not releasing all this pent out energy. Yeah. Okay, so if this person's weight like this, it could be either overweight or underweight. All right, because there are two possibilities here for weight is sometimes people eat. Okay, sometimes it's binging, they eat, and then sometimes they starve because there's no appetite. Okay, now, so I can't tell from here. I can't tell from here. I can only tell that there is some issues with the weight that they have to take note of. So that's why I still need to have a conversation, like find out what is the weight. Is it overweight or underweight? So if the person is underweight, losing muscles, okay, then a program like this would be suggested for this person. Muscle harmony and all this. Muscle harmony is to build the muscles. Okay, circulation is movement is required. Yeah. Okay, so I won't know. I know that something needs to look into the weight, but I won't know whether it's over or under. So therefore, this one requires a conversation to clarify what is going on. Okay. All right, so performance, stamina, so all these need to increase or need to manage. Yeah. So if the person is exercising, then the performance, stamina, all this will help to meet the needs of the exercise. But if they are sluggish, this is actually to stimulate the muscles because they lack this kind of movement. So the frequencies actually serve to stimulate the muscles to keep them as if they are being exercised when they are not. Okay, yeah. All right. So yeah, so the anxiety is still there, but it's manageable. It's not too much. The energy is here is near to 50. So these are all history, but it's not that so much. But I'm more concerned when it's 36 and all that. So the depressive feeling is still there. Okay. So the depressive feeling still hanging over the thing. Yeah, so they may or may not show it. So a bit of depressive, yeah, but it's not too severe because you don't see 70%, 80%. If anxiety is 80%, wow, then you can actually the anxiety, the panic attack is visible. But this one is okay. When you look at the person, functional. Okay, functional as a person. Okay, but be careful with this. Okay, so you have to do what? Do the resonance database. Okay, resonance database is the third one. You have the Healy and then the Healy, and then the third one is the database. This is the purple one. Okay, so over here you have your gem, you have your bark flowers, your bush flowers, creative homeopathy, and then you have courage, then you have salts, Suzilla salts. So go and analyze all this and then look for 60% or higher. Read the statements, okay, to know what actually is going on. Yeah, then do the vibration to release some of these emotions. Okay, so this is a short, simple one because of that's all the reports that I have. Okay, so those who are here, okay, if you have any questions, you can ask before I move on. Anyone? No? Okay, so no question means I'll move on to the next report.